How come you can do your intro now?
Hello and welcome to the Success Society / just kidding, this is Lady Heather.
Yeah,
right?
this is, I think it's kind of both.
Welcome
Because
to
it's
both.
about entrepreneurs and
Yes,
it's about your
Success
faith.
Society and Lady Heather, episode 9, we think. I am at Dr. Downey's office, the famous Dr. Downey, who I talk about all the time.
Dr. Downey, wave! Wave!
She said, hey! We'll get her later.
Carlos will fix that.
No, I think it's great. Okay, so we're just playing with some no makeup. It's just fun.
I was in medical school, and I went to Galleria. I used to go to another lady before I met you, actually, but she took forever. And let's be honest, you're not the patient. I don't know the patient for that. And I remember one day she wasn't there, and they recommended me to you, and you had just started, or you were pretty new. So you were the cheapest level, because that's all I could afford. Right?
Right, perfect.
And so I did that, and you were like done in 20 minutes. I was like, this is my girl. This is my girl. And
Until
I used to bring like stuff to study with while you were.
We didn't talk. You didn't talk to me. I thought you hated me.
I loved her because she didn't talk to me.
It's like when you get your nails done and you don't want to talk about all of that.
Study, I would use it as a study hour.
You were so focused, I would tell her to flush you after sneezing and you would say nothing back. Because I think she literally hates me.
So
But
focused.
then our relationship started to form when I got a promotion to master clinical specialist, and all of a sudden, Cara is on my friend's books. My friend, who you're familiar with, Lacey. And I'm like, wait, I asked the front desk, oh, you got a promotion, and I came up to him, and I'm like, is something wrong? You're like, no, I just wanted to stay at the same level. I'm like, I'll keep your price the same.
Right.
You're like, okay. And after that, I just started talking.
She was gonna leave you because it was cheaper.
Do you know Cara?
I had zero money. I lived with my dad.
Oh yeah, okay. I forgot the part about you being a med student.
That was my luxury item.
Yes.
You know, that was all I could afford. I could afford to cut my hair.
Well, the first time you went to her friend and it took an hour, you would have went back to Heather. It's worth my time.
Probably was, but
And then when I was 23, I had like the expressive forehead.
we used to have bangs.
Quite the expressive
Sometimes I
forehead.
banged, sometimes I did not.
A lot of times you had bangs. You mentioned something about Botox, and
Because
I
my
thought, oh,
friends
you're
were
too
telling me-
young, you don't need it. And then she
And then I
moved her
talked.
bangs to the side, and I went, oh.
You could use a little Botox.
And the rest is
Everything that I've tried so far, I love the quality of it, I love the feel of it, I love the way it smells, I love the packaging, I think it's so
That's beautiful.
visibly, it's everything. And the children's stuff, it's so chic, it's so chic.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why there's no directions on the package.
I know,
So tell me
okay.
that, like help me understand the,
Well, so when our company was started 4 years ago, our CEO, her name is Greg Renfrew, and she is,
how did, oh, and maybe I'll hear all this tonight, how she started the
yeah, so she started the company after watching the documentary An Inconvenient Truth. And without getting like political,
Yeah.
she was just like, there's a lack of transparency in a lot of areas. And she started looking, she just had her first child, she started looking into what she was putting on her baby, and was realizing that there was like no regulation on packaging and formulas and what the American public sees whenever they go to the store.
Yeah.
So the decision to sell our products like this, person to person, and consultant to consultant, consultant to person, is very, very strategic. Because she worked at Neiman's. She was really high up at Neiman's. She's got like best friends her best friend is Lila Rose. I'm familiar. She's a beautiful American designer out of Dallas. And she could have absolutely put these on the shelves at Neiman's, like without a doubt.
Yeah.
It's just as well performing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's beautiful packaging, like you said. And she was so focused on the mission because that's what got her started. She was like, this mission is not told on the shelves of the department stores. It's just not gonna work. And so it's very, very specifically done that you go to your friend and you talk about your skincare, and your friend or your consultant tells you, take this cleansing balm home, wash your face, use this muslin washcloth with it, take it off, and text me if you have any questions. It's a very deliberate way.
It's very personal.
It's very personal.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that is deliberately
That's
done.
different. Yeah, that's very different.
Yes,
So
yes.
at the same time that you're giving instructions on the skincare, you can also give the background of the mission and
Yeah.
everything else.
Yeah, because Beautycounter is mission focused, and that's something that we learned like at the very beginning when we were a consultant. And I knew when I was just a client, I was a really, really good client for a year before I was a consultant. So my really good friend, her name's Erin, and my New Year's resolution, I guess it was 2 years ago, was to clean up my skincare. I was using another brand that I loved, I've been using it forever, and my sister kind of nudged me to start looking at my ingredients. My sister is a very clean, she has a yoga studio, and she's also a product junkie. She started doing a lot of research, and she was like, you should do some Googling. So we together kind of tackled it, and my friend Erin had just started using Beautycounter. So she brought her a basket, exactly like we just talked about. She brought her a basket, she sat in my bathroom with me, and she was like, okay, use this on your face, use this on your body, use this in the shower, play with it for 3 days, and then I'm gonna pick it back up and tell me anything. And so I was texting her and having questions, like, what am I supposed to do with this face oil? Like, I have the oil on my face, and she would walk me through it. And so I just slowly, because let's be realistic, we're not gonna all just chunk everything and start from scratch. I just slowly started kind of filtering out, and then a year later I decided to like join the
Yeah.
So, and you know, that's another thing that I feel like is a misconception. I don't think it's a misconception about Beautycounter, but a lot when I tell people that I work for like a clean and safe, transparent skincare, they think I'm like automatically like a super granola, which is not the case with Beautycounter. It's really a high performing product, and I think it's perfect for the person that lives like 80-20, which is me. I mean, I'm here, I get Botox from Dr. Downey, you know, I definitely don't live every single thing clean as I'm drinking my glass of wine at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But I think that's realistic for right now, and this is something that I could switch out, that I love just as much
Just
as I
like
was
you
using.
said before, I mean, we eat healthy, we work out, and then we get Botox. I mean, that's okay. Or we have a glass of wine every once in a while.
It's 80-20, yeah.
So, but the more good things you do for yourself, the better, right? But not,
So I can
it's not
switch
all
this
that.
for one that's full of animal fats and terrible fragrance that is like an endocrine disruptor and might cause damage to my organs, but they're the same. I'm gonna go with the safer one, right?
Yes.
It's like a no-brainer.
Yes,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
What you know, you can't unknow, I suppose.
You're exactly right.
Right.
Don't
I'm reading
Google.
that. Well, I read that book, Skinny Bitch, and I was a
Skinny Bitch in the
vegetarian
Kitchen?
for a month or so.
Yeah. Oh, did
And
you
then
see Fed Up?
needed a hamburger.
We could digress on documentaries like that. I mean,
Yes, is that what these people
it's about like sugar and what
Yes.
it actually
That it
does
is,
on your
yes.
brain. And
Yeah.
yep.
But what I think, what sold me to even be open to trying any of this, because I think Kara's a very logical person, and science is science. Either it works for me or it doesn't work.
Right.
And so when she said this product's amazing, you need to try it, I was like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's credibility in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
And
I think that's another good thing about the consultant thing, because for me, in my office, if I'm selling you anything and I'm pushing it on you, it's because I believe in it.
Right.
I'm not a salesperson. I didn't
Right.
train to be. So if I like it, that's when I'm going to sell it.
Well, and you two may like it and believe in it for different reasons.
100%.
Right.
Exactly right. There are people
But
that
if I
do-
would have
yeah.
talked to you, I may not have been as sold, just because I probably need to be a lot cleaner in everything that I do. Not there yet.
Yeah,
Could be there. But with Kara telling me, no, this stuff really works.
Really works.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, you're totally right. And there's
But
when
that's
you
great,
hit it
but
too.
that's
There's
why
people that are in it.
consultants, I think that's great.
Yeah, there's people that are in this company, clients and consultants that are 100% mission focused. That's like all they'll talk to you about, and that's great. That's their why.
Yeah.
And there are people that literally don't care that it's safe, like
They just
at
think it's
all.
great.
They just
Right.
love it. Like
Right.
they literally don't care. It could be loaded with fragrance and junk.
That is
And
it.
they do not care. They
Right.
just like
Make
a
it work.
cleansing balm. Yeah, they're like, I don't really care. It's the
Right.
best concealer I've ever seen, and it's cheaper than the one I used to buy. So
Yeah.
like, I mean, it doesn't really matter if it's clean or not. It works. It's good. So yeah, I think you hit it totally on that.
And so, so the founder of this company, I'm so impressed and I'm so excited to meet her. Lacey, don't you feel like I feel like I'm the founder of a company
You
but
are.
I feel like people would crowd bars to meet me.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to
Yeah.
meet her to understand, like, how did you do this? This
Right.
seems so,
Yeah.
but how did,
Large town.
it really does.
And it helped that she
How
had
many
started.
years in
So
the-
it also helps that she was an entrepreneur before. She started the wedding list like way back when and went to investors and was like, look, one of these days people are gonna register for their weddings online. They were like, you're right. People want to go in the store.
She's ahead of the curve.
Yeah. And then Martha Stewart finally listened to her and was like, okay, and bought the wedding list from her, and it's now
There you
this
go.
empire, right? So she thinks ahead. Like, I heard someone compare it to like where Whole Foods was in the 80s. They're like, this is where the beauty industry is definitely going, and especially as people are becoming more educated, especially our generation,
Right.
because we really are a lot more educated than the generation before us. A lot of that's
What was
because of the
that app
internet.
that you were telling me about
The
that all the
EWG.
millennials have?
Yeah, all the
Yes.
millennials have like EWG Think Dirty on their phone, and they like scan products like
Scan the
it's crazy.
barcode
You can
and it
see
tells
if it's
you
a
how
red
sick it is
or a
on a
green.
scale of
Yeah.
1 to 10.
And they check. They do.
Wow.
Yeah, and you know,
Proud of that
Yeah.
next generation. That's awesome.
Good of them, right? But it doesn't also being a mom. I mean, it was a big thing for me. Like, especially whenever some stuff recently went down that everyone is, in the baby industry. That I would do anything in the world to protect my kids and their skin. And like, why wouldn't I? If I spend $5 on a thing of raspberries, it's just because it's organic, it doesn't have pesticides on them, then why would I go home and slaughter them? Right. Crap on their bodies and put them in sleep and suck their hands and like, why would I do that?
Right.
So it really, it's a thought process change and it's going in as a country,
Yeah.
which is really exciting. I
Okay,
think.
so tell me what you love. Tell me about your favorite.
So my number one, the product that was the one thing that I like bought immediately, is the cleansing balm. I don't know if you want it. Oh, this. Okay, so this right here was the product that like that January when my friend brought the basket over, and I was like, I can only like throw out one thing. This is what I bought.
That was it.
Yeah, this is mine. So, and it's kind of like, I call it like the ultimate multitasker.
I can second
Explain
that.
that to people who don't understand. I use coconut oil to cleanse my face, and
Okay.
that's the closest thing that I would relate it to.
Yeah.
Like taking everything
So-
off so smoothly.
Hold
Doesn't
on.
take your spray tan off.
So I'm gonna talk
Not
a little
organic
bit about
spray
this.
tan.
This is not only like, I think the best product that we have, it's also our number one bestseller product. But it's a cleanser, it's like an old school cold cream like our grandmas used to use. You can use it in many ways. The most common way is as your nighttime cleanser. So you literally wet your face, put like a small amount, it doesn't take a lot.
Almond size. That's what the website said.
Almond size, I love it. And you put it on and you wash your makeup off. And it comes, or wash whatever is on your face. And it comes
I
with
used
a
to wash
little,
my mascara off.
Yeah.
It washes all that.
and it comes with a nice little like organic muslin cleansing cloth. And I mean, I now have a bunch
My
of
nanny lost, so now I just use my hands.
Yeah, and you can use your hands too. And then it can also be, these are the things that I've used it for as well as other people. It's great on eczema. So my 7-year-old has a really bad eczema patch just right here, which is eczema's gut related. And so there's, we're trying to tackle that. But to treat it, instead of putting steroid on her, now she has a one of these in her bathroom. And she just puts it on every night after her shower. And it keeps it at bay. Yeah, and so I don't put a steroid on her anymore. And I love that because she's 7.
Yeah.
She doesn't need putting it on her body every day. And then it's a very cuticle cream. Like Carrie, my really good friend, keeps one in her purse, like a little one.
Horrible cuticle.
Yeah, and then it's great for like super dry. A lot of my like new moms, when you go through that like crazy dryness phase, they use it as an overnight.
In the hospital.
Yeah.
In the
They
hospital.
use it on their faces as like a mask. I have a friend
Wow.
who's a professional makeup artist. She uses it as a makeup highlighter. She like goes with a little Q-tip.
wow.
And it just brought like a hot, and it's gorgeous. It
Yeah.
gives you that
It gives
dewy
a glow,
look. Yeah, it's
not
a
a
glow.
shimmer.
Yeah. So it's like the ultimate multitasker, and it lasts forever. So this was my number one. This was the thing that I like bought, my first product.
Yeah.
And it's still my number one.
That was your gateway drug.
This was my gateway drug. Yeah. And then from there it spiraled. So as far as the cosmetics go, our under eye concealer I would say is one of our most popular.
Tell me why.
Because well, first of all, the mechanism to be recognized is very similar to one that you buy from YSL. And this is what I used before. And so the mechanism is the same. Coverage is the same, but it's clean. I literally say it's just, I hate to like bring up other product names, but it really is just a clean version. It's amazing. I sell a ton of these. Then our Dew Skin and our Tint Skin for people, especially people like myself who don't like a heavy and downy, don't like a heavy foundation look. This is just a great coverage. It can be as deep of a coverage as you want or as light. So the head of innovation for our cosmetics, her name's can Google her. She is a genius and has worked on every one of the stars, literally. And she does all of our cosmetics. So she uses this, like Heidi Klum wears it on her shoots, and Alice Long or whatever, like they use it in the Victoria's Secret fashion show every year. So it's really good because a lot of these 20-something girls don't want scrub on their face.
Yeah, like we did.
And it
Yes,
has,
when we were 20.
for the doctor in the room, it has SPF. Well, that's what I was.
So this is the one that has SPF. It's our
Yes,
tinted
the doctor in the
moisturizer.
room.
So think of this as like your like old school BB cream, like tinted moisturizer 20. This is your like more foundation-y, but it's still not like a cakey.
What did you give me a sample of? Do you remember? Do you remember which foundation?
Foundation.
Uh-huh.
It was probably the dew.
But
Oh, so that was tint. So that was this.
okay.
Yep. So I wear this like if I'm a mom and I run to school and then I run to the grocery store and I actually run outside every day. So I put this on in the morning. It has hyaluronic acid in it and it has SPF 20. So and then if I'm not getting dressed and then if I'm like going out and getting snazzy like tonight,
That's the one.
this is what I wear. So
Heather, isn't that exactly how you described the foundation? You said I'd wear it to like the gym for my gym makeup. You did though. You did though. You
Stop
did.
embarrassing me in front of my friends. I know, it's 6 in the morning.
Episode 2. Watch episode 2.
So those are our two foundations. They're amazing.
That's funny though, because that's how she described it.
Yeah, it's your daytime.
Stop embarrassing.
Daytime.
Your daytime.
And then I will say one of our humongous bestsellers. In fact, the cleansing balm has always been our bestseller, and I recently read in our consultant newsletter that this little bad boy is taking over. Charcoals, as you know,
Like cleanser?
super on trend. It's a mask.
Oh.
Charcoal mask, activated, amazing. Spot treatment, hello. When you see one coming up, you just put that bad boy on and you go to sleep. You look a little creepy, but
I don't care.
you wake up.
It's black, right?
It's black. Yeah, it's activated charcoal. It's awesome.
That's awesome.
My husband loves it. Like he'll use it and rave about
Yeah.
it. So this thing is bomb.
Talk about the new vitamin C trio.
Oh yeah, so this just launched on Tuesday. So I knew she was
For
gonna
me,
love
vitamin
this.
C
Yeah.
is a huge part of what I recommend to patients. So you probably heard my spiel, and all my patients have. The ingredients that I think work the best are number 1, 2, and 3 is sunscreen.
Then the mess. Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
After that, it's Retin-A. I love Retin-A, even though Beautycounter would never put Retin-A in. But I think under the direction of my physician,
used to.
Retin-A is good. And then vitamin C is my number 3 product. So to have a vitamin C line is even better.
It's fabulous,
because
yeah.
Before, vitamin C is difficult to conquer. It's a very unstable product. So usually it comes in like these yellowish serums that turn brown after time because it's unstable. So we used to sell a cream version that has these microspheres that you rub on and it releases the vitamin C, and I like that. But tell us this.
So this just launched on Tuesday. It's a vitamin C mask. It's called Brightening. So this whole collection is called Brightening. So this
vitamin
is just
C gets rid of sunspots, and it also is an antioxidant.
okay. See, I didn't know the sunspot thing. I knew the antioxidants, but so apparently all of research and development at Beautycounter. So this is the number 1 thing people have been asking for is a vitamin C line. So I knew she was gonna be super excited about it too. She always talks about vitamin C. So this is just a mask like you would do your charcoal mask or any other mask. I don't know if you're a masker. I am. I do them. I try to do them 3 times a week. So this is a mask that you'll just leave on for like 10 or so minutes. It's white. It comes off white. Yeah, smells super delicious. Like lots of vitamin C. It also comes in a set of 3. It's like a trio set. And then this is the vitamin C brightening oil. So it's a face oil.
You rinse it
Ooh,
off,
that's
or do you
nice.
use a
Yeah.
washcloth to take it off?
Yeah, you just rinse it off.
You rinse it off,
I mean,
and then you put this.
So then this is your oils. So our oils are hugely popular. This balancing oil is amazing. We're going to talk about that later. But so with your oils, you're literally just going to drop like 1, 2, 3 drops gently. Just think like with anything on your face, and then just fingertips into your skin. And it smells so good. I'm not doing enough just because I have makeup on. But
Put it on your hands though.
yeah,
It worked
there's
there too.
also yeah. And then
It gets her everywhere.
and then it also has a, these are my favorite. I'm like kind of a mist girl. I keep these like in my purse and then everywhere.
I will spray a mist anywhere, on the back of my neck, everywhere.
You can wear
It feels
them
so
over
good.
makeup. You can wear them after you work. So after I work out, like after going on a run, and then if I'm like gonna go run errands or I go into a yoga class and I'm gonna go run errands, I think a mist is like a game changer because it
Yes. Is this a toner? Is it a toner? Is it like
can also
equivalent to a toner?
It can
Okay.
also be used as a toner. This one is just vitamin C yumminess. It just
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So and it just came out on Tuesday. Yay, love it.
Heather, you would love that.
Yeah, it's awesome. So so that's our new line. It's called Beautycounter Plus.
Set your makeup?
It can.
Well, I guess anything liquid
technically
can set your makeup.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
would be a nice
And there's a
one.
charcoal one that just launched as well.
Is that
It's
okay?
activated charcoal in the mist.
So with that,
And it's black when it sprays on your I'm just kidding.
exactly. Yeah.
So you just have like a bronzer.
So that's probably not for over makeup.
Right. I mean, well, it doesn't come off black.
Yeah, I was kidding. I don't really know.
But I would put it on a clean face.
Okay. Yeah. And this one though, you can wear throughout the day, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that line I'm really excited about, and it's fun.
I love the adult. Oh, it's the back cleanser. Back cleanser.
Just
I
the
love
regular.
that. I loved it. So simple, but it
I like
just
the cream
feels so
exfoliator
good.
too.
And that's how I describe it. I'm like, it's great for the person who's like literally switching from like Neutrogena or something that works. Like, well. But no, it's very, but it's like, because a lot of people are daunted, like, I'm daunted by all this, and I'm scared by all this, and I just want like a super simple, clean cleanser. And like that one is the best. It's amazing. My husband uses it, I use it in the shower. It's like creamy loveliness. It's great for tweens.
Yeah.
With like the acne starting to flare up because it's simple and they can use it and there's just a few ingredients that you can do. It's just a really nice cleanser.
It feels really
Yeah, I agree. I love it. I have that one in the shower.
Any of the baby stuff you wanna grab?
Well, the baby balm, which
I don't understand that.
okay,
I
so
put
this
it on
is
my
not-
child. Please tell me I put it on her correctly. I read the reviews to try to understand
You can't
if I
do
did it
something
right
wrong
or
because it
did it
doesn't
wrong.
have anything harmful.
Right. She didn't eat it.
Yeah, right?
She could have.
So this is another thing. So this thing is another of our huge like multitaskers because of the balm. So I describe this to people as a safe aquaphor. So you can use it on.
I did put it on my lips too. Before I put it on her booty, I put it on my lips first. And I'm
So,
like,
like-
well, nothing bad is happening to me, so schmear.
So booty, that's great. I mean, it's gonna be a barrier. It's gonna be so yeah, booty, perfect. It's made for that. Cradle cap,
Oh,
baby eczema, baby acne, and then after you're so for like me, like after you do like a peel, and you're like in that uber dry cracky
a
phase,
lot of
I think I'm facial for it. Exactly. Taking it on, it feels amazing, and then it's also really good on bug bites for kids, my girls, like when they get a mosquito bite.
Okay, but it's textured. There's
It's weird.
a grit to it.
Yep.
Explain that to me.
I don't know what
Because
the
I felt like,
yeah.
am I doing this
I don't
right?
know what
I'm
the
putting this on
ingredient
her
is,
booty.
but it is
Jesus,
correct.
please
No.
don't let
Because
me.
if you and if you move it around, it does go
It does
away.
rub in,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
for you
Yeah.
to put it on as diaper cream,
You're thinking, yeah,
it's very different.
it is.
So,
And we also
I bet
did
this would be
just
good like Colorado.
so
or
we're-
just in the winter,
Your knuckles
you're
are
washing your hands a lot, don't
cracking,
you?
and for me in the
Get
wintertime,
dry?
even in Houston in the wintertime, I'm so dry that I
I
start
agree.
cracking
Yeah.
and my skin starts falling off.
And whenever we were in
Yeah.
Colorado over the summer, my little
Super
niece had the world's worst windburn I've ever seen in my life, and nothing. And I mean, she was crying. It hurt so bad, and we were like, so we ordered this and kind of shipped to the house in Colorado, and we were just slathering on her little cheeks. I mean, they were bleeding, and it's awesome. So it's great. It's a great multitasker, and yes, you do work it around because the grit's normal.
Yeah, like the baby version
was just
of the
different.
Amazing Bomb.
Yes. So there you go. And then everything else in the design is great. It's super luscious, and it's the way it smells. It's just really clean. I mean, it's all amazing. The baby oil is another really great one for kids with eczema and problem skin.
I would have praised something.
Yeah.
Lacey, will you get some pictures too of everything?
Yeah, I was thinking I knew
Stills so
one
they can
picture.
mix it
Yeah.
and then-
Yeah.
I'm so excited to hear.
Okay, so we're getting ready for the Richmond construction brunch, and by we, I mean them. I'm just stressing Lacey out by making her record this filming, but I will be folding some beautiful papers for the brunch. Okay, so I have to tell y'all about last night. Okay, so I went to a beauty counter event. My plastic surgeon, Dr. Cara Downey, who I mentioned oddly as much as I think I mentioned my own business, she started selling the products. Her best friend, Kristen, I believe is her name, how horrible that I'm not 100% sure, sells the products, and that's how she got into it. And so she had a little event Cara did at, which you've already seen that part. Okay, so we're skipping. You already know all that. So then after that event, there was another event at the Dunlavy. Have you heard of that or been there?
No.
Okay, it's like, I think it's kind of like an event hall, but they also have brunches and breakfasts and lunches there, but there's no dinner. It is gorgeous. It's on, like in the Memorial Park area on Buffalo Bayou. Is that? Yeah. Ish, but
Okay.
Okay, so it's gorgeous. All these women there.
Was it packed like they were saying?
No, it wasn't as packed. This was a pretty big place. It was outside and inside.
Okay,
so you walk, okay, so it's kind of like a jewel box. Like you drive up, everything's dark, and then this whole place is kind of glass and lit up, and it's on the water, like on the bayou.
Wow.
Beautiful. So you go inside, and the whole room is open. I think there's a few cocktail tables, and the ceiling is covered with different like antique chandeliers. It's the perfect place for a wedding reception. It is gorgeous. So you walk in. And
Or a success conference.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, okay. So you walk in, and there is people standing at the door holding trays of wine and champagne. There's past hors d'oeuvres. I mean, it is
I
fabulous.
missed this.
I know. I know.
Invited to this.
I know. Okay, so there's all these beautiful women there. Everybody is, I was paying attention to how everybody is dressed. Everybody, I feel like, fit in. I did not fit in my sweater and loud pants, but I didn't really care. No, I just did not plan very well. But everybody was so sweet. I just love being around women, and I love that I'm not going to sell beauty counter. I will use the products. I found this body oil that they have that I would put right here.
And look, you're not breaking out in hives.
No, I'm not freaking out. I'm very calm. Okay.
No, your chest isn't even red.
I know. I'm
The
white
oil
almost.
works.
No, but anyways, but that oil is so luxurious. It's $68, very expensive. But I would literally only put it on my décolleté and maybe like my shoulder, just gorgeous oil. Anyways, so everybody's mingling, past hors d'oeuvres. I'm meeting a few of other friends that they know, like networking beauty counter friends, whatever. Feeling no pressure because I'm not going to sell anything. So I'm just enjoying watching people, and really, like I said, I want people to line up out the door to meet me at a place like this one day. I'm the CEO of a company. Nobody's pushing each other to meet me at an event. So, one day I'm like, I want to see how this goes, okay? So everybody's mingling, and then the founder of the company, her name is Greg, she gets up to give her speech. And she's beautiful and relaxed and real, and the story behind the company is so great. She's very like New York-y kind of cool, right? So she's giving this talk. I'm watching all of the girls, all of the women in the room just stare up at her. Everybody's nodding and raising their hands at different parts and getting all excited. This other girl in front of me is crying. I'm like, this is amazing. This is so cool. And they really are providing a lot of great opportunities. Like, this is really neat. So she speaks, and then somebody else came up and spoke, like another partner in the business. And so they get done talking, and then we mix and mingle some more, and people can go up and meet and talk to them, right? Okay, so we were talking about who we were going to go talk to, and I didn't really care to speak to either of them, but if they wanted to go up and take a picture, whatever. And so the girls went up, and the second woman that spoke, I don't know, whatever partner, whoever she was, they went up to go speak to her and to take a picture with her. And I saw behind her was the founder, Greg, right? And so they get together to take a picture with this first woman. I don't remember her name, the other businesswoman. And so I'm trying to make sure that Greg's in the back of the picture too. And Greg is kind of standing back. She's with a couple of other women, and she's smiling at everything, but she's just kind of standing back right there. And since we were right there, it seemed like there were all these other women lining up to talk to them, but we had made it up to the front, no problem. And so the rest of the girls were talking to this other woman, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go talk to Greg, and I'm just gonna do it. So I kind of walked back there, and I walked up to her, and I said, hi. And she's like, hi. I'm like, my name's Heather. She's like, hi, do I know you? Have we met? I'm like, no, we've not. And she's like, oh, okay. I said, I just wanted to tell you what an incredible job you've done, seeing all these women and, you know, everything. It's incredible. She's like, thank you. And I'm like, and when I feel like somebody is being rude to me or making me feel dumb, and again, when I saw her on stage, she seemed very East Coast cool, but this was like, I'm feeling real bad.
Uncomfortable.
So then the girl next to her, who she's like, hi, I'm whoever. And I'm like, okay. You're trying to make up for the situation. Exactly. And I'm like, hi. She's like, are you a consultant? I'm like, no, I'm just a consumer. And again, I'm boiling up. 2 glasses of wine, boiling up. Okay?
Well, that's plus the one we had at the Cara Downey.
Exactly, huh?
That was plus the.
Don't tell her.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
It's like, she goes, don't embarrass me in front of my friend.
So then the friend next to her that's talking, so then this other girl is just kind of being cold, and the Greg is just being cold, and I'm like, I'm so disappointed. And then this other girl's asking about my necklace, like trying to change the subject, I'm like, did I like make it past your security or something? And the girl's like, no. And I'm like, okay. So then all of the girls finished taking pictures and stuff, and we started walking away, and Cara's friend, Kristen, knows Greg. And so I feel really bad, but I'm like, I'm so sorry, but she is such a bitch. And they're like, who are you talking about? I'm like, Greg. They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I was just talking to Greg. They're like, she wasn't over there. That wasn't her. The whole time I'm talking to this poor girl and being aggressive. I'm turning red just thinking about it. One of the top 10 most embarrassing moments of, I do see it now, it's catching up with me.
Now we need the oil.
I'm like, we need to get the hell out of here now. No.
I didn't see her.
Get me out of here.
You didn't know who she. Were you not, baby?
I mean, she had a ponytail. I'm so hot. This girl had a ponytail too. But
Yeah, I'm so hot.
I'm like, guys, those were not the same earrings that Greg had on. But this poor girl, she's so confused. And actually, when I think about it, she's being very lovely to a crazy person. If you take all of the context out of it that I thought she understood and vice versa, I'm sure she thinks, oh my gosh, I don't know what's wrong with this girl.
She said, hi, do I know you?
I'm like, no, you don't know me.
But you fixing to.
Oh my gosh, I wanted to die. In front of all of these, in front of Dr. Downey, in front of Kristen, in front of her 2 employees, I'm like, get me out of here, now. I have to go now. I'm so embarrassed. I just had to share that story with you.
That is hilarious.
I thought I met Greg. I did not meet Greg. I met some stranger. So if you are a beauty counter rep and you know somebody who was at that Houston event, please share this with them in hopes that somehow it makes it back to the girl in ponytail with earrings that were not Greg's earrings and the girl that was not Greg. The girl that, I'm like, here I am in a crazy sweater and bright pants.
But I was just thinking about your pants.
I just looked insane.
yesterday.
I looked insane and I acted insane and I embarrassed. That literally top 10. That makes it to the top 10.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's funny.
So it was a fantastic event. Met the owner, did meet the owner. It was great.
The Shimona.